Well, here we are, and I've got two lovely ladies that offer such a great service to our community. On the right is Brandy. Hi, Brandy.
Hi, Ron.
And on the left is Nancy.
Hi.
And Brandy owns the franchise for Home Instead.
Yes.
Oh, and Nancy is the local manager.
Yes.
And your office is in the China Gardens complex. A lot of people don't know where that is, but anyway. So anyway, Brandy, tell me about Home Instead. We're running commercials on Channel 6 on just about every show,
Yes.
but it's important.
Okay. HomeInstead has been around for about 16 years.
Uh-huh.
Locally in the Big Bear area, we've been, and Victorville has been about 10 years. We locally just opened a local office here.
Uh-huh.
And some of the services that we provide are we hire caregivers, and the caregivers can supplement family caregivers. So let's say you've got a senior that's at home living with you and you need to still work or get out and do some shopping, and you can't leave your senior alone.
Sure.
So our caregivers can provide companionship, meal preparation, light housekeeping, laundry, errands, personal care, and transportation.
Wow.
So if there's a senior living up here that can no longer drive, we're also able to have a caregiver come in a couple times a week and take them to the store or to doctor's appointments or whatever they may need.
That is so neat. Now, the caregivers don't spend the night normally, not give 24 hours assistance.
We can give up to 24 hours a day.
Can you?
We typically, most of our clients only require 15 to 20 hours a week,
Uh-huh.
is about the average, but we're able to provide care for as little as 3 hours a visit, up
Wow.
to 24 hours, 7 days a week. So depending on the need.
Yeah, just enough that really helps.
Yes.
Oh,
So.
people don't know when they need care how difficult it is to get. And to saddle a family member or
Yeah.
a friend to constantly do it, your service is fabulous.
Thanks. Well, it's really hard to rely on people on a constant basis,
Sure.
especially if you're needing 15 or 20 hours.
Sure.
So, like I said, we really are a good supplement to family members so that you know that we're there for 4 or 5 hours on set days and times, so you can get the,
Uh-huh.
have a schedule that you can get out and do your own thing.
That's great.
Yeah.
And so, Nancy, you're really building some clientele up
Yes,
here.
we are.
I'm really pleased with that.
Plus, what's nice too is that we hire all our caregivers locally.
Uh-huh.
All of our caregivers live up here, and they work for us.
Oh, wow.
You know, we pay into their Social Security and their taxes and
Oh, great.
workman's comp, so you know you're getting somebody reliable,
Sure.
dependable, and insured.
Right.
All of our caregivers, I would say, what separates us or makes us a little different than most of the home care companies is that we're all non-medical. So we don't have nurses that go into the home because we find that most of our seniors really don't need that service
Right.
as much. They really just need somebody to get them out and about. But all of our caregivers are employed by us, so there's no monies exchanging. There's no issues as far as taxes and Medicare and those types of
Great.
things.
So from a standpoint of a client, all that happens is they get care.
Yes, they don't have to worry
And you worry about all the rest.
Yes.
Exactly.
That is so neat. When did you open the office up here?
We
About a year ago?
opened, it was about middle of October. Yep,
Of last year.
of '09.
Right into the winter.
Right into
Our
the
worst
winter.
winter of ever.
Yeah.
And you have a list of caregivers, Ann. You already have them, so if somebody calls, you can start them right off.
Yes, we
And
hire.
and what's neat is the price. I mean, I'm sure if you have full-time assisted living, I mean, that's very expensive for a person. But how you have it, it's really not that expensive.
Yes, we don't require that there's any minimum number of hours per week.
Uh-huh.
So really, it could be 3 hours a week or 3 hours a month. We don't require there's a 20-hour minimum or 30 hours per month or anything like that. So.
Well, that's really good. I tell you, I'm okay. If a person wants to find out information, how do they get started?
Sure, all they have to do is give us a call. Our local number is 866-1850, and that will initiate the process. And basically what we're going to do is gather basic information about what their needs are, how often they think that they might need service, the type of caregiver they're going to be looking for. And we'll schedule an appointment to go to their home. And at that time we can assess what their real needs are and how often we think that they would need service. And it gives us a chance to get to know them a little bit and see which caregiver we think is going to be most compatible as well.
Are all of your clients get around?
Not all of our clients have to be ambulatory.
I see.
So we have some that are bedridden, some that are wheelchair bound. They have to be able to, if we're going to be lifting and assisting to the restroom or whatnot, they need to be able to bear their own weight.
Oh, sure.
Or have a system or a lift in place that we would be able to do that. So there's really no requirements as to what they have to have in order for our services. It's typically private pay. There are some insurances that cover the care.
Oh, sure.
So, there are options for payment.
And do you have enough caregivers? Or are you always looking, or you always interview? I imagine you have to really interview. You have to interview the person who needs the care too, don't you?
Yes.
Go to their home first.
Yes. We do
see their needs.
We do. And we always hire caregivers. We hire caregivers for every type of shift, all types of backgrounds. So we really have the caregivers in place waiting for a client that suits them. So rarely do we go out and figure out what the client needs that we don't have somebody that would be able to meet their needs.
Oh, right.
So there's no waiting period where, okay, we know what you need and we're going to look to hire that. We usually have them on staff already. And we are constantly hiring because there's a constant need. And
sure.
as they get some of their own clients, we need more caregivers.
Oh, yeah.
So we've got an ad out here for the next couple of weeks, and we'll be conducting interviews, and we also do criminal background checks.
Oh, good.
And that face-to-face interview really gives us a lot of time to get to know them.
Now, can it be either a man or a woman?
It can. There is a
Sure.
need. There is a need for male
Because you have
caregivers.
male nurses and
Sure.
male caregivers. So
Exactly.
great.
Yep, we're actually in need of some male caregivers in the area.
It's better to have a male caregiver with a male or not.
Sometimes they
It
prefer
depends.
that, especially if there's personal care required.
Yeah,
They're often a little more comfortable having a male.
sure.
But quite often, most our clients are requesting a woman.
Oh, yeah.
And
But
that's,
they're more tender moms.
yeah. They're good cooks typically, and get better at housekeeping many
Sure.
times. So
Yeah, they could come and do all three meals. I mean, they could, they don't have to be there,
Yes.
but they can prepare it and put them in the refrigerator. And
Yep.
there's so much can be done. I am really impressed.
There's a lot we do, and basically, if anything to keep a senior in their own home.
Right.
And that really can be at independent living, an assisted living, a nursing home, which the hospital has. Home can be anywhere the senior lives. So
That's right.
it doesn't have to be a private
Well, the
home.
hospital SNF unit has a long waiting list.
They do.
They only have room for 20.
Yes.
And so.
They're an excellent facility, though.
Oh, they
We
are.
were just there today, and
Yeah.
they are the best.
Aren't they?
They are
It's
wonderful.
24-hour
Yeah.
assisted living, I
Nobody
call
wants
it.
to
because-
leave.
Uh-huh.
Everybody loves it there.
I know, no one wants to leave.
It's easy to see why when you meet the people in the
Yeah.
I know.
in the hospital.
Wonderful.
But we could definitely help people that are on the waiting list
Uh-huh.
and still need the help at
Oh,
home
sure.
until they can get a bed to go in, because there's very few options for people that are kind of in between. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what we're here for.
That's great. Nancy, how long you lived up here?
Well, my kids have been here for like 6 years.
Oh, great.
And I used to come up here every single year on vacation and bring my daughter. But right now I've probably been here about a year and a half.
Well, that's good.
And I love it.
Isn't
I
that
love it.
neat? I always say, if you make it through one winter, you become a hillbilly.
Oh,
Otherwise, you're a
definitely.
flatlander up until that time. So you're a hillbilly now. That's cool.
I'm there, finally graduated.
Yeah, that's good.
I've been coming up here for about 25 years.
Really?
I just live in Ukaipa.
Oh,
so
yeah.
we come up here quite often and for all the events, and we're avid cyclists, so
Oh, good.
we're here a lot for the
You know,
summer.
we're having the Amgen race up
I'm
here
gonna
on
be here.
May 21st. You and
Me and my
and
husband.
999,000
other
others.
people.
Supposed to be
Exactly.
100,000 up here.
Wow.
I know. All the
My
hotels
day.
are full already, I heard.
I know it.
I booked a rental house several months ago,
Oh, yeah, good.
knowing that this was coming. So
Now, how did you find out about HomeInstead? Did you want? Is this your only office here?
I actually have two other offices.
Oh,
My first office is in Rancho Cucamonga.
uh-huh.
Opened that 10 years ago. And then I have one in Victorville as well.
Oh, great.
So we've got about 250 caregivers
Wow.
that are working for one of those offices. And I came to HomeInstead. I worked at a nursing home in college.
Oh,
And it really was inspiring. I had no idea, what I was getting into when I first started working there.
sure.
Absolutely fell in love with the generation, and really changed my life and my schooling. Started going to gerontology classes. When I got out of college, graduated with a psychology degree, I started working in group homes. And the group homes were for developmentally disabled. Most of them were seniors, so they had a lot of challenges. And somebody told me about HomeInstead that worked at the group homes,
Uh-huh.
and he said, "This just sounds like it'd be perfect for you," because I always had a passion of keeping people in their own home.
Sure.
And as nice as the facilities were, and as nice as the homes were, and as much fun as we had, it still wasn't their own home. So once I realized the concept and realized I could keep people in their own home, it was a
Oh,
straight shot from there.
you betcha.
So.
Good challenge, and
Yeah,
they're just nothing like giving.
yeah,
Isn't that true?
That's true.
very
I mean,
true.
for anything or anybody,
Yeah,
if you're a giver, you're happy.
yeah.
Yeah,
It's a very heartwarming company.
yeah, it sure is.
Yeah, so
Are you in your office most of the time, or?
Most of the time, I'm also out in the field meeting new people
Sure.
and trying to get the word out that we're here in Big Bear.
It's best to call, isn't it?
Right. It is
And
best to call.
talk to you.
Right.
Do you forward your call to your phone?
yes,
No matter where you are, so
yes,
you
you
can
can reach
answer
us.
it.
Right.
You can reach us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Really?
Yeah.
Yes,
You ever been called at 3 in the morning?
we sure have.
Have you really?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, brother.
We do. So we're here to answer a call anytime, and we're available to come out and meet with people. We know that a lot of people, family, are up here on the weekends, so we're available then too.
Well, what I admire about this is that you're not new into it. Being a franchise,
Yes,
you get a lot of assistance from the main office.
we do.
And if you have a problem area, they can help you out with it. And it makes you very professional.
Yeah.
And that's what it's all about.
It is.
It is.
So we've got a lot of experience, even though a lot of it hasn't been in Big Bear. We've helped probably over 3,000 or 4,000 people in those 10 years.
Wow.
Seniors. So
Sure.
we've seen a lot of caregivers and a lot of seniors, and we really know, what the issues are, and we can work them out prior to them happening. So,
Yeah, that is great.
yeah.
Well, folks, if you need caregiving service, this is the one place to call.
Yeah.
We've been talking to Brandy, the owner of the franchise, on the right, and Nancy, the manager of the Big Bear office on the left. And give them a call. Let's repeat the phone number.
It's 866-1850.
Repeat it again.
866-1850.
Eight-
And I'm
Okay.
going to give a toll-free number as well.
Oh, okay.
1-800-4-SENIORS, the number 4. So either one of those will get you
One
to
eight hundred
our office.
four number 4 seniors.
Seniors.
Yes.
Very good.
Yep.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Folks, I hardly recommend them. So give them a call if you need the service. Thanks, ladies.
Thank
Thanks,
you.
Ron.
Keep enjoying your day.
Oh, we
All
will.
right.
Okay.
Good to see you.